Hey guys, I'm Will from Tested. I'm here at GDC 2014 with Jan Gutgeluk from Virtuix. You guys make treadmills for virtual reality.
That's correct. This is the Omni. It's the first ever virtual reality platform that enables you to be truly part of the video game. It's in essence an omnidirectional treadmill that allows you to walk, run, and jump in 360 degrees and put your mind and your body into the video game.
So I just got out of the game and the experience was very immersive. But it's a little bit. There was a little bit of a learning curve to walking. Let's talk about what the actual hardware is. You have a platform. The platform has, it seems like a very low friction surface, and then you walk on that, and it's kind of a novel walking pattern, right?
Yeah, you got it. It's in essence a low friction surface on which you walk with the special shoes. We eliminated all the moving parts of this treadmill. And so the objective is to mimic a natural gait. And it's a bit like riding a bike. The first couple of minutes you need to find your right balance, get used to it. Or like any new controller, you need to get used to that new controller. But once you get the hang of it, man, you're doing it. You are doing awesome.
Yeah, so how does the controller work? Is it you're using motion tracking or using some, I mean, I didn't notice you strapping anything onto my legs, so.
Yeah, you're correct. There's capacitive sensors in the base of the arm. So at any given time, we know the position of both your feet. And we translate your movements into input to the game, to drive the game.
So theoretically, you could develop a sense of presence by actually letting me look down and see my feet moving the same way my feet are moving in the real world.
Absolutely. We can match your speed in the game to your speed on the Omni. We can also decouple your walking direction from the viewing direction. So you can walk forward and look around independently.
Torso twist?
Torso twist. That does not exist in existing games. We can do all that with the Omni. So it's very exciting, very new ways to drive motion in games.
So there's other stuff going on here. You obviously have Norm's wearing a harness. He's wearing the special shoes. Is there any kind of logic in the shoes, or are they just a contact point for the surface?
Yeah, it's a low friction sole, but with a special configuration it also stabilizes your feet. So the objective is that you mimic a natural gait, you're not sliding left to right, you're walking naturally in the virtual world.
And can you discriminate left foot from right foot with the sensor? Do they have different pads, or are you just assuming the one's left and one's right?
The latter for now, that's correct.
And then, so what about the harness and the stuff around his waist? Is there anything happening there, or is that just for safety and comfort?
It's just for safety. It also provides support, so you use the Omni hands-free, so you can hold a gun or the controller while you use the Omni.
So then on the control front, obviously you're using an Oculus dev kit right now for aiming and looking around, and you have headphones for the ears. What about tactile stuff? Are you going to move? Right now the gun is essentially a controller, but without an ability to kind of aim the gun.
That's right. You can do that with, for example, the 6 and STEM tracking technology. You can add that to the gun, and then you can track the gun independently.
Okay.
And that's what we're striving for. We want to have the full VR experience, not the seated VR, but the VR where you're walking around, you're moving, you're looking independently, and you're in the game with your mind and your body. That's what we're going for.
So how do you make a capacitive sensor as large as this? You know, we're used to capacitive sensors on phones and tablets, touchscreen, stuff like that, but this is a huge capacitive sensor.
That's right. It's certainly a novel way to do it. And there's about 40 sensors underneath the base to make this all work.
And how will you ship this to people? It's a big thing to ship, right?
Yeah, note that this is still the wooden prototype. You know, the final product will be a little bit smaller, sleeker, will be plastic injection molded. Very easy to also take apart, disassemble, assemble. And so it'll be very easy for the user, for the end user, to put it together. Also, if you want to store it away, just take the top part off, put it to the side, almost like exercise equipment.
Slide it away, it'll
disappear.
Exactly. How much is, okay, so this is a prototype. When's the final going to be available? How much is it going to cost? Where can people get it?
Yeah, we're selling those right now on our website for $499. And the first units will be shipped in July of this year.
And that comes with a pair of shoes and a harness. Are there multiple sizes in shoes and harness and all that stuff available?
Absolutely, yeah. It comes with one pair of shoes, comes with a harness, tracking software and hardware, the platform, and you can order additional shoes or additional sizes, whatever you want. It's all available on our website.
So what about games? What have you started talking to game developers about making software for your platform?
Yeah, sure. The beauty of the Omni is that it works out of the box with existing games.
Okay.
Because our software translates your motions into keystrokes or gamepad input that drive the game. So any game works, but the Omni is really cool for new games that take advantage of the Omni. You know, the analog walking or running speed, you know, the decoupling of the walking, the viewing direction. So that's why we have our demo game Trevor here to show to the world, hey, look what you can do with this. This is really cool, really immersive. And to get developers excited to make content for virtual reality and for the Omni.
But if you can mimic gamepad inputs, then I could load this into Portal, Far Cry, anything I wanted, and get an experience that's, I assume, pretty good.
Absolutely. Look, we're showing Far Cry right there in the background. We've done Far Cry, Call of Duty, Battlefield, you name it. Any game works out of the box.
Works best with first person, though, I assume, right?
For full virtual reality, first person works best, absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jan. And we'll have more from GDC 2014 on Tested. I'm Will. See you guys later. Bye.